This is not a sponsored video and I get absolutely nothing for posting it. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I want to share with you my favorite piece of fitness equipment, which is about 2 pounds total and costs under $40. And besides those reasons, the reason it's my favorite as a coach especially is because it serves people all across the spectrum of needs. Anywhere from somebody who is in pain and working on postural stuff all the way to someone who has high level athletic goals looking to stabilize their shoulders and connect it to the rest of their body, especially during fast explosive movement, and everybody in between. The piece of equipment is called the one-of-a-kind fitness reactive ball. Comes in a set of two, and it's a squishy kind of PVC material that's partially full of sand. Now, I am a one-of-a-kind fitness coach, so this especially serves me and my clients, but you don't have to do one-of-a-kind fitness as your exclusive strength training modality. This can help you just sort of recover from long periods of sitting, and you can certainly supplement your shoulder stability training, your upper body work, or whatever with some of these balls. Like I said, they're cheap, they're less than $40. And the reason that they were invented is because there's not anything on the market that quite does what they do, and which seems silly, right? Because they're just like some balls full of sand. There are balls that I'm sure you've seen in fitness stores that are similar. They're kind of dense, similar material balls with sand, but the ratio to sand, I've tried everything. The ratio of sand is just not quite right with those. I'm not trying to sell you anything, and One of a Kind Fitness, we don't really hard sell any equipment. We're not trying to exclusively make you use these for your equipment. So we offer alternatives. The biggest and most accessible one is probably 2 water bottles that are halfway full of water. And you get a similar effect, but really I haven't found anything that gives quite what we're looking for like these do. I will drop a link in the description below. Like I said, I get nothing. This is not commission or sponsored or anything like that. But I want to give you the opportunity to upgrade your shoulder stability if that's something that you need to do. So what are we actually after with these balls? Well, as I mentioned in my last video about shoulders down and back and how that's not really a great posture correction, we're looking for a shoulder that can be stable on both sides, so not rounded forward and not pulled all the way back, but one that's sort of even. And we want those shoulders to be able to stabilize during movement. So it's one thing to just be standing still and have shoulders that are even or stable, but life doesn't exist without movement. And so if the shoulders can stay supported, stable, and connected to the body while we're rotating during walking or running, or while we're moving in any way you move during life, then that's one of the hallmarks of a healthy shoulder. And so what we do with these is that we put the shoulder in that stable position, meaning that we can feel both the front and the back supporting and locking that shoulder into place. And then we start to try to move the sand around in all those different directions. What this does is it causes what we call the reactive capabilities of the shoulders, meaning that all those muscles around the shoulder are going to start to contract really quickly as a reaction to the momentum of the sand moving all around. This is going to teach the shoulder over time to maintain that stability even while forces are acting upon it and it has to respond to them. When you use these enough, whether you're just kind of taking a break from sitting at a desk or whether you build it into your fitness routine and do it regularly, as we put stress on the shoulder in that way, it's going to adapt to that and it's going to start to just get more stable as its sort of default resting position, which is wonderful for alignment and sort of goes down the body and influences the rest of the body. Now, these look, and the way I've just described them probably seem like, well, what's the big deal? And they're certainly not the only piece of fitness equipment I use. But you will be surprised as soon as you hold a pair of these in your hands and you start to do some shoulder stability work with them, how quickly your chest, your lat muscles, all the muscles around the shoulder fatigue and how hard that they work. If you want to learn some exercises on how to actually apply this and use these balls or water bottles or whatever else it is, then you can go to the One of a Kind Fitness Instagram page for some tips. You can check out the video that I posted last week on upper body posture correction, and I'll link that in the description as well. Or you can purchase the OKF 8-week foundations course if you really want a deep dive into this exercise and also all of the breathing, the abdominal stability, the lower body, and sort of the whole gamut of foundational exercises to level up your stability, your posture, and your athleticism. So there's something for everyone. If you want to go that route, that's awesome. But if there's plenty of free content on Instagram and YouTube pages, and under $40, I don't think that you can beat it for such a versatile tool. But if you're not in the market for that, you can get similar effects, like I said, with a water bottle or a coffee thermos set of them half full of water. So whatever you choose, enjoy upgrading your upper body strength and stability.